Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lindsay, and on this channel we cover all things beauty and a whole lot of fragrance content. And today we are talking about 10 perfumes in my perfume collection that are candy sweet to me. Now, just because I'm saying these fragrances are candy sweet, it does not mean that they are super juvenile. I'm just saying that they do have an undeniable candy sweetness that I just love. I love sweet scents, I truly do. I always have. Even the more niche fragrances in my collection, a lot of them do have sweetness. I love gourmands, I truly do, and I hope you guys do enjoy this video. I will link everything down below. The first fragrance I have is Finery's Magnetic Candy, and by the way, as I am sharing my recommendations to you guys, please do not hesitate to also let me know the candy sweet fragrances in your collection I may be missing. I love trying your recommendations, and I would also really like to do that again for a video. If you're new here, we did it with Valentine's Day, and you guys gave me the most beautiful, sexy, alluring date night scents imaginable. And I've been loving them so much. Specifically, cannot get enough of, what is it called? Roses Vanille. So pretty from Mancera. My Magnetic Candy is a body mist, but they do offer a perfume version. So I still did want to include it. And to me, the body mist does just fine. But if you do want something, of course, that's more potent and long lasting, I would opt for the perfume. But this is really gorgeous, especially for layering. And I personally do also like to wear it on its own. This is a sweet, citrusy, fresh type of fragrance. In the opening, it's really sugary, very bright from the citrus, and there's this warmth that you get throughout that I really love, especially for summer. There's just something that's so enveloping and inviting to the scent that I love so much. I feel like too, the more that it dries down, it has a clean musk to it that I also get in Perfumes de Marly Ariana and also Skylar's Boardwalk Delight. Those fragrances are also very sweet, but on the base they're made more wearable from almost like a clean, drier sheet type of smell that you get that I find incredibly balancing, and I love it in my candy sweet scents. So this one is absolutely gorgeous. For me, the cotton candy in this fragrance doesn't come off as like realistic cotton candy like in Boardwalk Delight, but it's more so like just giving the candied effect to the citrus and making it more palatable. So I love this a lot. I think it's beautiful. I think that it is very bright and fun and perfect for summer, or I guess you could wear it year round, but I do gravitate towards it in the warmer months. Fragrance number 2, just sticking with the cotton candy theme, is Skylar Clean Beauty's Boardwalk Delight, and this is one of the most realistic cotton candy perfumes you could possibly find. I love this. It puts a smile on my face every time I wear it. It makes me so happy, and it makes me feel very nostalgic every single time I put this on. I am reminded of my youth. And don't get me wrong, I'm 23. I know I got a lot of youth left, but I'm talking about before the bills. I'm talking about before the hard essays, like when I had no worries for the rest of my day. Like, this is such a beautiful cotton candy, fun, free, happy type of fragrance. I love this, and I love how fresh it feels. Like I said before, I feel like this one does have a really beautiful fresh musk at that base that really does balance it and keep it from being too sickeningly sweet. I also feel like, and I've said it before, it reminds me of cotton candy ice cream in a way, not so creamy, but I get that vibe of the cotton candy ice cream just dripping down my face on a really hot summer day. I'd be on the pier in Maine, or maybe I was at Disney World, and that was the vibe. Just sometime in my life that really does evoke that emotion and memory, and I love that about the fragrance. I love when fragrances can do that. Such a fun one, and the notes all marry together perfectly. You have some fruity notes, there is raspberry, apple, guava, Then you have that refreshing coconut milk, the watery notes. There's some, I believe, lotus mixed around here. It is just so good, you guys. So it's not going to be for everybody. You have to be what? Sorry about that. I think I was saying if you want something that's more like a perfume, you would not like this. But if you are somebody that's open-minded, maybe more adventurous with your fragrances, you don't mind something that smells more youthful, and you want something very comforting, it's going to make you feel nostalgic and happy, then yes, I think you would like this. And I love the fact that it's more of a fresh take on cotton candy. This one has top notes of watery notes, raspberry and apple, middle notes of coconut milk, water lily and guava blossom, and base notes of cotton candy, vanilla, musk, solar notes, and amber. I also have from Ariana Grande, this one is sweet like candy, and to me it in fact is. I get like a sweet tart mixed with berries and cream and powdery marshmallow. This is really, really pretty. It's very youthful, very girly. But I love those dark berries. I truly do. I want to say it's blackberry and there's blackcurrant. It's really gorgeous, and it's a very smooth blend of a fragrance. It's not messy to me. It just smells amazing. But I typically do use it more for layering than wearing it on its own. But this will always be in my collection. The top notes are blackberry, pear, and bergamot. Middle notes of whipped cream, marshmallow, blackcurrant, frangipani, jasmine, and honeysuckle, and base notes are vanilla and cashmere wood. Another fragrance from Ariana Grande that does have a really sweet candy-like presence is God is a Woman. God is a Woman is very fresh and musky, but there's also this candied pear that makes the fragrance so irresistible. So to me, this is probably one of my favorite scents from Ariana Grande, because no matter how big my collection keeps getting, I consistently come back to this fragrance. It's really pretty. I just wish that it was, of course, more long lasting, that it did project a bit more, but because of how much I like this fragrance, I'm debating getting the body lotion because I think that would help ultimately. So yeah, it opens up with the most beautiful candied pear that almost comes off to me as like a grape Jolly Rancher or something like that, and it's very bright and almost effervescent. When it does dry down more, that's when it starts to get more just fresh and powdery to me. Just so addictive. I love it very much, and on a hot summer day, it's so refreshing and just such a nice staple in anyone's collection. This one really does smell like a perfume in comparison to Sweet Like Candy, which smells so sweet and so candy-like. This one is more wearable. It has top notes of pear and ambrette, middle notes of orris and Turkish rose, and base notes of Madagascar vanilla and sandalwood. And I do get the wood at the base slightly on the dry down, but not too much. Fragrance number 5 is Le Monde Gourmand's Fragrrances, which is strawberries and cream goodness. I don't necessarily get a strawberry milkshake, but I kind of get, because there's something in this that's kind of fresh to me, like a refreshing Starbucks pink drink. I want to say this one also has coconut milk, and you really get that creamy, fruity, refreshing, sugary vibe from the scent, which is really pretty and very girly. And I also get a creamy strawberry starburst, to put it very simply, and I love that. But just think about that with a mix of a bit of coconut and banana. Really yummy. But I could see strawberry milkshake for sure. Very nostalgic and very girly. And for this fragrance, I want to say it's $25, and I get pretty good longevity, which I was not expecting. Oh, and that one had top notes of fresh berries, Florida orange, and hint of banana. middle notes of heliotrope flower, soft butter, and coconut water. Then base notes of whipped sugar and vanilla cream, strawberries and cream goodness, like I said. 6 is Care Fusion Lychee from Paris Corner, and this is such a beauty. I am in love with it. I've been on a juicy, fruity kick lately, and this really gives me that vibe. Let me know if you want me to do like a full video on fruity, juicy summer scents. I could definitely make that happen for you, but my gosh. If you like Eden Sparkling Lychee, but you found that scent maybe for one did not last on you, it didn't project, or it wasn't as fruity. I mean, I think we can all agree it's fruity, it's juicy, it's beautiful, very candy-like in the opening, but for me personally, I feel like this one is even fruitier. So if you want Eden Juicy Apple but just fruitier, more candied lychee, this is so good. And I feel like I said, the projection is just way better. So anytime I want to feel flirty, girly, charismatic, I want to give off that really beautiful, bright energy, I love wearing this scent. It would be incredible for a girl's day out. You're at brunch, you're getting drinks, you're laughing, the energy is high, and the positive vibes are just radiating off of your table. That is when I would wear this scent. It's so pretty. It's just so nice, and I always want to smell it. I actually let about 4 to 5 women smell this fragrance and compared it to the Eden Sparkling Lychee, and they all said they preferred this one. So I don't know. I think they do have differences, but lately I've been gravitating towards this one. This has top notes of blackcurrant, red apple, lychee, and Italian lemon, middle notes of jasmine sambac, candied violet, and damask rose, and base notes of sandalwood, cedarwood, musk, and vanilla. And you really do get that sugared musk on the dry down, but still so juicy, fruity, and delicious. Number 7 is Eden Juicy Apple, and this one has a similar vibe to the previous, but this one is more about that apple. And for me, the apple is juicy, but it's also like candied, like candy, syrupy sweet almost, which I adore in the scent. There's also a note of lychee in this fragrance, and I really think I get the raspberry bloom, that jammy sweetness. It is so bright and so just uplifting. It really is a mood booster. Anytime I'm feeling a little low, and I'm not saying whenever something dire is going on, fragrance can only do so much, but if I'm just having a low period, I'll put this fragrance on and it just gives me this little lift, which I so appreciate. It's so nice on its own, also really beautiful layered with other fragrances. I adore this scent. I'll always have it in my perfume collection. It might not be the most complex scent in the world, but I do not care about that. I love it. That sugary musk at the base too is mwah. I cannot be without my juicy apple. And this one has top notes of red apple, lychee, blackcurrant, and pink grapefruit, middle notes of wild berries, raspberry bloom, jasmine, and May rose, and base notes of sugar, musk, vanilla flower, moss, and amber. So delightful. I feel like you guys are gonna disagree, but Golden Nectar from Nest, okay, hear me out. This is one of the more mature candy-like fragrances, and it's not super candy-esque, but I'm just saying, like, listen, the way that the vanilla and the powdery notes come together, I really feel like, to my nose, I get like a banana Laffy Taffy scent mixed in, and it also comes off a little bit lipsticky, but my brain just cannot stop thinking banana Laffy Taffy. Now, my scent association with this fragrance is a more mature, classy take on banana Laffy Taffy, and that is just what I'm getting right now. I've been getting it ever since I got this scent, and there is that musk and suede evening everything out. So it's not too sweet, but it is a nice powdery vanilla scent. I actually made a YouTube video on vanilla fragrances for the summer and spring, but I want to say I did not like the way I looked in it, so I scrapped the whole video. That happens sometimes, but I do have, like from a few weeks ago, a picture video going through each one that would have been and was in that video. Let me know though if you do want me to re-record it over here, because I could just do that. But yeah, I was being a baby, didn't like the way way my hair looks. I might not like the way my hair looks in this one, but it's all about the content. So here is Golden Nectar. Again, very floral, vanillic, powdery, and you do have a touch of banana Laffy Taffy, at least to my nose, which maybe it's broken. That one has notes of vanilla, amber, orchid, musk, and suede. 9 is Carolina Herrera's Good Girl Blush. In the opening, it gives off a candy sweetness coming from the vanilla mixed in with the citrus. This one puts a smile on my face too. Like I always say, to me, this is the epitome of femininity. It's very girly, very pink vibes, and it's such a creamy, sweet, floral scent. I'm obsessed with this. You guys know this. I've really been loving the new Elixir version though, I will say, because it's more sensual, and to me it just feels a bit more grown up, where again, I feel like this one, the sweetness in the opening is almost a little candy sweet. So this is gorgeous. I truly recommend it. This one is stunning, but if you do want something with a little bit more bite, I would opt for the Elixir. Top notes are bergamot and bitter almond, middle notes are peony and ylang-ylang, and base notes are vanilla and coumarin. So it's very lovely, again, super feminine and light. And finally, Batik from Aroma Concepts is my number 10. This is a watermelon Jolly Rancher juicy fruity scent. It also is, to me, balanced really nicely by the musk, and I get almost like a melon mixed in. I love this. This is another mood booster in my opinion, and it's funny because I remember after I got my wisdom teeth extracted during the recovery process, constantly going back to this fragrance, and it just gave me a little bit of relief during those times of discomfort. So me and this fragrance did bond during that time, and I really learned to love it. It's a little soapy, just a little bit, but more than anything, you are getting that watermelon Jolly Rancher smell. That's really, really great. So I love this one. Those were my candy fragrances for you guys today. Some were more candy-like than others, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video and maybe got something from it. I love you guys. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the good things, and also leave me your favorite candy perfumes down below so I can check them out. Also, if you're still here, Cassiopeia from Tiziana Terenzi, Cassiopeia, is gorgeous, and I do get a candy vibe from it as well, but I just got this fragrance fairly recently, so I did want to give it a little bit more time before I do talk about it in a video. But isn't it stunning? And it smells so gorgeous. It's a feminine, classy, sweet, almost candy-like sweet fragrance, but the way that it is done is to perfection. I am obsessed. But anyway, I love you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!